So I'm in tall grass. I'm looking through tall grass. It's very hot. And I had an image of a tiger looking through tall grass. But then the perception changed, so I guess I am the tiger looking through the tall grass. It's really quiet. Definitely in India. So warm.
What else do you notice around you besides the very tall grass? What else can you see around you?
There are trees. It looks very cartoony. It looks like illustration. It doesn't look like 3D Earth. It looks, yeah, there are trees, but the colors are really vivid, like blues and greens and oranges and reds. Not how you'd imagine trees to be. And there are some birds of paradise in the trees, and they're multicolored too. But it's silence. It's so warm.
What kind of trees are those? What do they look like besides the colors?
They're like, yeah, palm trees, and there are really tall trees with huge leaves sprouting out of the trunk. Again, these are like, yeah, extraterrestrial. Everything looks really like otherworldly. I can hear music now. Music's playing. And I've just looked down at my hands. And I have tiger's hands, but they've got rings on. And my rings. Pretty jewels.
What kind of rings? Can you describe what those rings look like?
Yeah, so I've got like a gold band. It's a pear-shaped emerald on my left index finger. I have a square sapphire in a silver band on my left middle finger, and then I have two small rubies on my ring finger and a small diamond on my little finger. That's all on the left hand.
Mm-hmm.
On the right, I have a thumb ring that's just a plain band that's got like some inscription on the band. It looks like a language of some sort. And then I have a ring that's like for two fingers. So I've got my index finger and my middle finger are in one ring that's like split between two fingers. And that's like a stamp. there's like a stamp for letters, and it's like a signature ring. And then there's a black onyx ring on my ring finger on my left hand, on my right hand, and then nothing on my little finger. But they are tiger's hands. That's they're like paws.
Do you have any fur or claws?
Yeah, there's fur and claws. Yeah,
Very
but
good.
they're like humanoid-ish. Like slightly humanoid.
Mm-hmm. Are you wearing any other jewelry anywhere in the body? Anywhere on the hands or necklaces?
So yeah, I've got quite a lot on. So it's very heavy. Maybe that's why I'm so warm. Yeah, so I've got cuffs. I'm wearing like armband cuffs, and they're emerald, ruby, and gold. And then I have a chest plate of like grey metal and emerald, giant emerald, rectangular shapes all over my chest. I'm wearing a diadem, so like a crown circlet around the top of my head, with a pearl that drops just underneath my third eye. And you can see my third eye. I have a third eye. It's open. It's there. It's quite normal. And it's swirling, multicolored. You look at it, it looks like a nebula. It looks, yeah, you can see right in there. Wow.
Now, can you look down and tell me if you can see your feet?
Oh, they're so cute. They're furry and yeah, tiger paws. And there's like jewelry on those too. So there's like a ring around the big toe with it's like an anklet that goes across the foot, um, with bells, and a ring around the big toe and the little toe. Yeah, and I just move my furry paws, like my furry feet, and they jingle. Yeah. Oh, super cute. Yeah, they're nice.
And what does the rest of your body look like?
So my legs are quite human, but furry, tiger furry. Um, and there's like a gold shimmery, um, almost like an Egyptian style cloth, like a, what would you call, it's like a skirt, but with like a long bit in the middle that's encrusted with jewels as well. That's, yeah, there's no wonder I'm hot. It's all this stuff, it's so heavy. Yeah, I have to wear it. I'm being told I have to wear it. Something to do with the atmosphere. Um, yeah, and then my torso is quite masculine, but slender, muscly and slender, still furry. I've just been told I don't have a gender. It's gender fluid here. It's quite. Oh, we have two sets of genitals. Okay, so we're hermaphrodites.
Does it look like
And
human, those organs? Do they look like human genitals?
I can't see them. I'm just being told. I can ask to look at them.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not human genitals. No, they're very much like the animal stuff, but they're inside. They're not on the outside. They're on the inside.
Okay.
And I guess when we're aroused, they 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 do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a belt around my waist, again heavy, jeweled. There's a strap across my chest, and there's arrows, and we've got arrows in a sheath on my back, and these beautiful, like they almost match the feet things. Around my ears, it's like an earring, but a case that goes right around the ears, and one of them attaches to my nose, and the other one attaches to my lip in piercings. And I've got bright green eyes, one green eye and one purple eye. Okay, what is this? Yeah. And the music's there. The music's like really dancey, tribally celebration. I can hear that.
And what are your facial features? What does your head look like besides having that crown and the open third eye?
So I have one green eye and one purple eye, and they're very beautiful. They're very quite feminine with big eyelashes, tiger face. Um, Again, slightly humanoid, but more tiger. I have whiskers, and there's glitter. I have like lots of like shimmer. It's not glitter as we know it, but it's like shimmery stardust powder, like yeah, that's like on my fur, like on the stripes. It's yeah, I look kind and like I'm having a good time, like at peace. I also look like you wouldn't cross me either because of those teeth. I've got very sharp teeth, and a couple of the teeth are jeweled as well. I've had a few of them removed, and there's like gold and silver in there, and um, yeah, it's so rich. Everything's so opulent and rich, and oh,
Do you have any hair, like what a human would have? Any hair on the head?
no hair on the head, just fur, just like
Okay.
yeah, tiger fur, yeah.
Okay. Very good. And what are you doing there in this place?
It's a party. And I'm being shown and told Vishnu or Krishna. It's like we're partying with the gods today. There's a big celebration, and this I'm seeing lots of spaceships coming in and landing, um, and there's a huge tents across a massive field, and it's all gold, and like, it's gold against the orange sky and the tall green grass and those fabulous trees that I told you about earlier, and so many drums, and there's trumpets and fireworks, and yeah, this is a big celebration.
Can you tell me what the spaceships look like?
All different kinds. So one of them is like a saucer with a green glass dome on there, and the lights underneath it are purple. It looks grey, blue, metallic, but quite flat. Um, Even the dome itself, the glass dome, isn't like a big circle one. It's quite like
Very good.
yeah.
And what are the tents like? You said there were tents there that were set up. What do they look like?
So the tents are they're cloth of gold. They're cream cloth, but they're woven with gold thread, and they're super shiny, and they're massive. They're huge. Because some of the people that are arriving, they're giants. They're taller than us. So everyone's got to be able to fit inside them, and yeah, it's, the definite feeling like this is a God celebration. This is not Earth plane. This is different plane. This is a higher dimension for sure.
And how do other beings look like? Those tolls, for example, or any other beings? Do they look like human, or what is their body and physical features?
So, as you'd imagine, it's almost like you see in Hindu paintings of Vishnu or Krishna, like these blue green skinned beings that look quite humanoid, but some of them have many arms. Some of them have like goat legs. I'm being shown a monkey person. But everyone's dressed in really rich clothes. They're walking upright. They're not. There are some monkeys actually that are in the trees, but yeah, the monkeys that are with us are walking upright. They're talking in many different tongues and different languages. Like there's a real sense of culture, of wisdom, of travelers, gypsies, like ascended masters. Like these people know their stuff. They're like, yeah, and I guess I do too, because I'm seeing them as equal to me.
Are there any humans there?
No.
And where is this taking place at, the location that this gathering is at? Where are you?
We're supposed to trust our first impressions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nirvana that was the first word that came, nirvana.
Okay. Is that something that exists on the Earth or anywhere else in the galaxy?
No, this is where the higher beings of existence meet to celebrate,
Mm.
to drink, to have sex, to drink, to enjoy pleasures, to celebrate, to eat food, to dance, to hunt, um, to race, to to challenge one another, to to show off. Yeah, this is pure gluttony, overindulgence. But it's good. I get a sense and a feeling that we're allowed to do this. It's okay to do this here.
So it's like another dimension type of thing.
Yeah.
Very good. Now I want you to stand in front of the place that you live in that lifetime, the place where you eat and rest. You are now standing in front of the place that you live in that lifetime. Be there now and tell me what you see.
Treehouse. Stood outside a gated entrance, and the gates looks Chinese, Japanese again, like the wall from the garden, but behind the walls is a treehouse, a giant treehouse with lots of ropes and bridges, and yeah, lots of different wooden rooms in the treetops.
Very good. Now I want you to get inside that tree house. You're now standing inside of that tree house. Look around and tell me what you see around you.
I've just handed my coat to some servants that are human. Or they look human. And I can see it's a hallway. It's an open plan. There's lots of big giant vases around and artwork, and the floors are made out of like orange, red tiles, super shiny. And I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to my bedroom, I think. I think I'm going up the stairs now. And the stairs feel cold. It's marble or stone, like a marble, shiny floor. And there's lots of beautiful things around. There's like giant vases with feathers in them and flowers in them. And crystal light fittings. But it's not electric. It's like, and the lights are made of energy. Like there's an energy about the place. I'm upstairs now, and the corridor is huge. Everything feels spacious and it feels great to be home. And I've just swung open the double doors into my bedroom, and there's gold handles. And this room's pink, like fuchsia, hot pink and gold. It's really quite something. Taking off all of my jewelry. I'm rubbing off the shimmery powder off my face with a wet towel. There's a cloth with some warm soapy water. I'm just giving myself a wash. I'm looking forward to climbing into this bed. The bed is huge. There's a mirror. There's a mirror above the bed. And a canopy with pink velvet curtains and a super soft mattress. And there are a couple of people in the bed. Okay. But they're sleeping now. I've come here to sleep. The bed's big enough. It's huge.
Are they human-looking people, or are they also tiger-looking beings?
One of them is a tiger-looking being, but she's green. And she's not stripy. She's definitely a cat. And then there's a couple of male humans. There's a couple of male humans, and they have collars on. But they're not tied to anything. Nobody's disturbed. When I come into the room, everyone's just really relaxed and chilled.
Very good.
There's a real sense of relaxation here. Just sort of like, oh, let go.
I'll enjoy those relaxing moments, that peaceful state, that relaxation, peace of mind, no thoughts. Enjoy those moments now. Now let's close the scene. And now I want you to see yourself eating a meal at your home. If there's anyone else who lives with you, you will see them with you now. What do you see there?
So I'm still in this bedroom, but we're now sat at a really low, long table. The lioness, she's green. The lioness, she's there. The humans belong to her. And yeah, they're teasing each other with food. They're being really playful with the food. I'm still tired, so I'm not eating much. But I'm snacking on fruits and salad. This bread and this wine. It's like fuchsia pink, like the walls and the curtains, but it's wine, and it's super juicy, and it's like this will help me relax. This is going to help me relax and not feel so tired, but more relaxed. Yeah.
Very good. And what is your relationship with this lioness, that cat woman? Who is she?
She's my wife. Yeah, we're married. Oh, it's not like marriage though. It's like a betrothal. Like, yeah, we're betrothed. We're together. We made a promise to be together, to live together.
Very good. Now I want you to see what you do with most of your time. See yourself doing what you do with most of your time now. Tell me what you see. What is happening?
I'm in a battlefield. I'm fighting demons, demonic entities, archons, whatever you want to call them. I'm a light warrior. I go to battle with lower dimensional beings to save the other dimensions from being infected. Super powerful. I'm like kick ass. Like this is funny. Yeah, I'm like slicing heads and doing lots of like martial arts moves, and I have lots of weapons. Um, yeah, I'm like a warrior, a defender of the faith and peace, is what I've just been told. I'm a defender of faith and of peace.
What do the weapons look like?
Like something out of a comic book. They're like huge gold, double-headed axe, a giant sword, a gold whip, arrows, and I'm just like using them all in like sequences. It's like choreography. It's so beautiful, but nobody stands a chance. It's like wow, 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 shoo, shoo, shoo. No wonder I'm tired. Yeah, and all that jewelry as well. But I'm fit. I'm strong. Yeah.
And what do those negative entities or things, what do they look like? The ones you're fighting?
Oh, they're hideous. They're like starving humans with like bulbous heads and green eyes and like wings, really long fingers, and they smell horrific. They smell so bad. Yeah, they smell worse than drains. They smell horrid, like putrid. And they take forever to die. They don't just die. It's almost like as you're battling them, you're learning about them, and you're learning about how they are within you. In order to destroy them, you've got to sort of embody it, like accept that they are a part of you.
And why are you fighting them? What is the danger that's coming from them?
Low vibration, parasitical takeover. They're like disease. They spread once they. I imagine it's like a negative thought. Once you have that negative thought and you allow it to, you keep thinking it, then you allow it to grow and it festers and it multiplies. They're going to multiply. That's why we're killing them. They're going to multiply and take over this paradise.
And where do those beings come from?
They come from the dawn of time. They're very old.
Very good. And are you the only
Yeah.
one who fights them, or are there others helping you?
No, others are helping. Vishnu keeps coming to mind. And Shiva's here now too. They're in chariots. They're like, yeah, we're a team. We're battling these demons. We're saving the cosmos from these demons. The demiurge. Yes, that's it. Yeah, they are. Yeah, yes. Yep.
Very good. Very good. Now let's learn a little more. Close that scene. Now let's move to another important scene in that life that has information for you. We are moving to another important scene that has information for you. Be there now. Trust your first impressions and tell me what is happening. Where are you?
I am deep in the jungle. And I'm walking through, I'm walking through the jungle, but I'm looking at me walking through the jungle. So I can see myself walking through the jungle. And then the story comes to mind of how the zebra got his stripes. And I'm being shown the story of how the zebra got his stripes.
And how did that happen?
All the animals used to be grey and black. And God had gifted the animals a box of clothes, of material. And all of the animals ran to this box. And they were all snatching and fighting over the best materials, the brightest colors, like the snake, the crocodile, the tiger, the butterfly, every single animal, insect that you can think of is all there, snatching over the colors, the most vibrant, the most magnificent, the peacock, the flamingo, the orangutan, and the zebra was the last one to get to the box. And all that was left at the bottom of the box was some white scraps of material. And he was really saddened by this because he thought that this would never compare to all the other animals and that he wouldn't look as fabulous. So he sadly sewed all the bits of white scrap material together and squeezed his body into this tiny, tiny outfit that he made from the scraps. And it really didn't fit at all. And all the animals were laughing at him because he looked stupid, like trying to squeeze his body into this tiny outfit. And then all of a sudden there was a huge rip and lots of tears. And yeah, the white material split and went into lots of different lines. And then you could see the black in between the white material. And yeah, everybody decided that he looked the best. He looked the most awesome. Yeah, patience.
Very good. Close that scene and let's move to another important scene in that life that has information for you. We are moving to another important scene that has information for you. Be there now. Trust your first impressions and tell me what is happening. Where are you?
I'm on a horse and I'm overlooking a huge battlefield. Um, Again, it's so hot here. Um, Nobody's fighting though. It's a battlefield, but the battle is over and there's no bodies, there's no anything, it's just emptiness. Peace. I feel like I've done my job. I feel like like I'm I'm at peace.
What was that fight about? Who was fighting?
Galactic wars. This is the fight of that's always been the fight between good and evil, and evil trying to spread and destroy and devour the most beautiful parts of consciousness. This time they didn't win.
Very good. Close that scene. And now let's move to the very last moments of that life. You do not have to experience anything painful. You see it as an observer if you would like. We are moving to the very last moments of that life. Be there now and tell me what you see.
I see my children. There's a boy and a girl. Well, they look like a boy and a girl. Cat-like. I can see my wife. Aliana, that name, okay. Aliana is my wife. She's there. This doesn't feel like death. This feels like a passing over, like a definite oh, I'm ready now. I'm tired. Let's go. That kind of feeling. I feel very comfortable. My heart rate is slowing down. My eyes are getting droopy. I'm smiling. My family is smiling.
How old are you there? Do you have any age?
6,735 years old.
And why are you passing right now? Is there anything wrong with the physical body?
As we learn the lessons, our body begins to disintegrate. I've learned all of the things I need to learn in this lifetime, therefore the body is just dying. It's just slowing down. It's the feeling of tiredness.
Is that individual to every being, how long they're going to live?
Yes. It's based on the IQH.
Mm-hmm. And your age, is that considered a young age or old age or average?
It's a very old age in Earth time, but no, it's not a tremendous amount of age where I am from.
Very good. Now take the very last breath of that lifetime and transition out of the body. You are now outside of the body. From this perspective, you can understand the deeper meaning and purpose of that life. What was the meaning and purpose of that life? What were you learning?
I was learning to be brave and to fight my demons face on with all of the mastery and skill and wit that I have acquired over millennia. Nothing could stand in my way because I was using all of my gifts and skills and wisdom at the same time. That's why I lived a very happy, long life.
Very good.